welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm gonna share with you how to make a bucket hat using the cluster V stitch or double V stitch. It's very easy yet elegant stitch to use for different hats and different projects. Today I'm gonna share with you how to make it. The bucket hat is worked in 3 steps. First is the crown. You make it as a flat circle and you make it as large as you want, depending on the size you need. Then we're gonna work in rounds to shape like the beanie shape initially, and then we're gonna shape the brim to make it look as the bucket hat. So without further ado, we'll get started. So I'm using medium worsted yarn number 4 and 5.5mm crochet hook. I'm gonna start with a slip knot. And I will chain 3. In the 3rd chain from the hook, I'm gonna make my first cluster V stitch or double V stitch. So cluster V stitch, it's 2 incomplete double crochet joined together, chain 1, 2 incomplete double crochet joined together to make a double V, which I'm gonna show you now. So I'm gonna yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd stitch, pull through 2 and hold, yarn over again, insert the hook into the same chain, pull through 2. I've got 3 loops, those are 2 incomplete double crochet, pull through all. That's the first part of the cluster V stitch. Chain 1 and repeat the same, 2 incomplete double crochet joined together. So yarn over, insert the hook into the same chain, pull through 2, halt, yarn over, insert the hook into the 3rd stitch, pull through 2. I've got 3 loops, 2 incomplete double crochet, join them together. That's a cluster V stitch, and that's what we're going to repeat throughout the entire work. So I'm gonna work straight my next double V stitch the same way. So I need in this chain to have 5 cluster V stitches, so 5 of these in the round. So I'll repeat, yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, pull through 2 and hold, repeat, chain 1, okay, that's the second. So this is 1 and this is 2. The chain 3 is not counted as one chain or stitch. So I need to have total of 5 clusters in this round. So this is the second. I'm gonna work the rest of them. Just the 3rd one. and the last one. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I'm gonna join with the slip stitch on top of the initial chain 2 or the first double crochet. So this is the first round complete. Now for the next all the rounds, what we're gonna work only in the chain 1 spaces, the chain 1 spaces which are inside of the clusters. Okay, so this is my first chain 1 space. I'm gonna chain 2, and what I'm gonna do is 2 double V stitch in each chain 1 space, 2 cluster V stitches in every chain 1 space. So now we know how to make a cluster V stitch. We need to make a double one in every chain 1 space. This is one, and in the same chain I'm gonna make the second one. So this is 2 cluster V stitch in one chain, in one chain 1 space. I'm gonna work the next chain 1 space. I'm gonna repeat the same, so I should get 10 double V stitches total. I'm gonna continue till the end of the round, and then we'll proceed to the next round to see what we need to do. So here we're done with round number 2, and I'm gonna join to the top chain 2, and this is how round 2 looks like petals, flower petals. Now to keep the round flat, what we're gonna do, we're gonna reduce the double clusters. So always working in the chain 1 spaces. Check always your chain 1 spaces before you start working. So it's like when you work a flat circle, whether with single crochet or double crochet. So in the first space I'm gonna make 2 clusters. In the next space I'm gonna make 1 cluster. Now 1 cluster, we know what it is. It's a double V stitch, cluster V stitch or a double V stitch. So in one space 2 double V stitch, in the next space 1 double V stitch, and I will repeat 2 1 2 1 until the end of the round. That's to keep the circle flat. So I'm gonna chain 2 again, and I will start in this chain 1 space with 2 double V stitches or 2 cluster V stitches, or however you want to call it. So this is 1, and the second one. Oops. So 2 cluster V stitches. In the next chain 1 space, which is this one, only 1 cluster V stitch. So 2, 1, and then I'll repeat 2, 1, 2, 1 till the end of the round. So my next cluster is this one, the chain 1 space, sorry. So 2 clusters. In the next chain 1 space, 1 cluster V stitch. I will continue till the end of the round, then we'll go to the next round and see what we need to do and change. Okay, and join again. So this is the third round, 1, 2, 3. On to the fourth round, chain 2 again, always starting with a chain 2, and again we'll start with 2 double V stitches in the chain 1 space, and this time 1 double V stitch in the next 2 spaces. So we increase the single double V stitch by 1 in the space. So you keep increasing till you get the width you want for the circle. In this tutorial I'm gonna show you till around 6. So for now, around 4, what we're gonna do, in the first space, 2 double V stitches. So 1, and 2. So 2 double V stitches in the next 2 spaces, which is this one and this one. I'm gonna make only 1 double V stitch. And in the next one. Like so. And I'm gonna repeat in the next chain 1 space 2 double V stitches followed with 1 double V stitch in the next 2 until the end of the round. Again, have a look at the written pattern so you can follow along if you need to. And we're at the end of this round 4. This is what you get, still a flat circle. So now 5th round, we're gonna decrease the 2 double V stitch again. So we're gonna start with a chain 2 first, and in the chain 1 space, this one we're gonna again make 2 double V stitches in 1 space. This time we're gonna make 1 double V stitch in the next 3 spaces. So we did previously in the next 2 spaces. This time is gonna be in the next 3 spaces. So 1 and 2. Okay. Now the next chain 1 space, 1 double V stitch. The next chain 1 space, 1 double V stitch. And in the next chain 1 space, 1 double V stitch. So 2 1 1 1, and we repeat 2 1 1 1 until the end of the round. So now 2 cluster V stitches in 1 space, followed by 1 cluster V stitch in the next 3 spaces. So I'll finish this round and then I'll come to show you the increase for the next round. And this is the last 1 cluster V stitch, and we join. So this is 5 rounds already. So now I have finished 5 rounds of cluster V stitch, and now we're gonna shape the beanie or the hat. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start with a chain 2, and this will be the same for the next 5 rounds or so. I'm gonna make 1 cluster V stitch in every chain 1 space. Again, check that you're working in the right chain 1 spaces. Yeah, 1 cluster V stitch only, nothing else, in every round for the next 5 rounds. And the next chain 1 space, just 1 cluster V stitch for 5 rounds. No more 2 double V stitch in a round. So here I have finished the first and second part of the beanie, and now we're gonna shape the brim for the bucket hat. For that, what I'm gonna do, as always, I'm gonna chain 2. This time, in every space, I'm gonna make 2 cluster V-stitch in one chain 1 space, 1 cluster V-stitch in the next 2 chain 1 spaces. So first chain 1 space, 2 cluster V-stitches. This is one, and the second one. And I will follow with 1 cluster V-stitch in the following 2 spaces. That's how it is, and I'm gonna repeat these 3. 2 cluster V-stitches in the next chain 1 space, and 1 cluster V-stitch in the following 2 chain 1 spaces until the end of the round. And now what we're gonna do, the next round is gonna be repeated 3 times. So I'm gonna slip stitch, I will chain 2, and then in every chain 1 space, 1 cluster V-stitch only for the next 3 rounds. So the first space and the next space, and each and every chain 1 space, 1 cluster V-stitch in the next chain 1 spaces for the next 3 rounds. That's it. I will finish the rounds and then I'll come back to show you the final look. And this is how the bucket hat looks like at the end. Very simple, easy and straightforward. I hope the tutorial was clear and easy. Don't forget to look at the written pattern, which is linked in the description box. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.